Look at that thing on the front. Yep, back to a 6-year-old corn head. Please do not get these Pringles little containers anymore. I counted the chips in there. There was exactly 11 chips in this container right here.
They fit nicely in Carter's lunchbox, and we were out of your chips, so beggars can't be choosers.
I'm gonna need some more snacks before day's out, though.
It's snowing in September. No, but in other words, look how clean this mirror is. That's clearer than my future. That snow that's just sights of a great corn harvest. Well, can't even see me. My mirror's clearer than the lens. Well, we're out of cold water and I just refilled it, so I'm just going back in here for a little while I grab a nice cold Gatorade. And look at our fridge though, it's nice and stocked. Anything you want while you're sitting there unloading.
Well, we made quick work of this field today. It just barely got dark and we just got one more pass along that tree line and we'll be done with everything we can do today. We've got about 5 acres of variety plots over there to get in the morning. I think we got something like 26, 27, 28 different varieties we got to pull out. But for all intents and purposes, corn harvest is pretty much done. We still got about 25 acres of custom harvesting to do, and we'll be done with corn for this year. Well, at least until the corn maze comes off. It's been a real smooth running day until the very end. I was trying to get a really good drone shot of me, Kelly and Andy here on the combine right at sunset, and I was setting a program flight and I didn't realize I had my obstacle avoidance turned off, and anyway got the flight programmed and hit go for it to do the automated sequence, and my drone flew straight into the windshield of my combine. Broke the freaking gimbal mounts on it. So I'm gonna be scrambling to get a drone because we desperately need a drone. We got some big things coming up this fall, and it'd probably take about 2 months to have mine sent off and repaired for probably about half as much as what a new one would cost. So I got Farm Space working on finding me some options to replace mine. Man, that pissed me off. That was a terrible, expensive mistake. Man, I'm upset about it. Without content, you're gonna have stuff happen like this. So if y'all like my content, if y'all like the drone shots, all the action shots I give you, you can help fund a new drone for me by going to our online merchandise store, farmmerchbin.com. Click on the Griggs Farms link and pick you up a t-shirt, hoodie, koozie, license plate, stickers, tumbler, and plenty of other stuff on there. I gotta say though, this is the longest I've had a drone without totaling it out. We've had that Mavic is right at 2 years old, so it's outlived it outlived all my previous Phantom models. So anyway, we'll see you back out here in the morning and put a wrap on Corn Harvest 23.
Here we are again, waiting on men. This would be great with some elevator music attached to it. Always hurrying me along, and yet here I sit.
Look at that thing on the front. Yep, back to a 6-year-old corn head. We're out here with the last little bit of corn that we got to get. Got about 5 acres of University of Tennessee and Pioneer variety plots. I got something like 26, 28 plots, I think. And anyway, Jordan's running an 8250 combine with this header on it, which doesn't even come close to meeting the capacity of that combine. So they right over here close by. So I said, y'all more welcome to try my head. And actually this 6-row head would be beneficial for me because we got 6-row plots here, and then that custom harvesting we got to finish up. The guy planted with a 6-row planter, so I can do a better job on his with a 6-row header than I can a 12. Plus it'll speed them up on their harvest a little bit too, so it's a win-win for everybody. Did not realize that Case IH in their infinite wisdom decided to change the shaft ends for the header hookup from a 540 RPM to 1,000 RPM. So it wasn't just as simple as dropping the header and picking up to it. We actually had to swap out yokes on the drive shafts, which took time and a lot of effort. But anyway, I think they're up there getting started with my header. Had Caleb of Vantage Mid-South, the dealer of GTS, come out here to help them get it set up on their combine and stuff and show them the ins and outs. And it done me a good job on about 500 acres. I hope it does them a good job on the, I don't know, 150 acres they got left to do. I'm not gonna lie, I was more than a little nervous coming down the road with this thing on the front. Last time I had one of these on the front, it came off the feeder and I wound up Dukes of Hazzard in the combine over the top of that header. This time though, I did have my seatbelt on, and I did make sure that the header was very securely latched to the feeder house, so there was no chance of it coming off again. I know a lot of people say, well, you need to take your header off and trailer to the next field. This header is exactly as wide as my combine is. There might be like a foot more width on either side of the header from what my combine duals are, so really it makes no sense to take the header off and trailer it down the road. Plus Jordan didn't have a header trailer up here for this header. You know, they just drive down the road with a header on. But I can promise you, going to our next farm, I will be extremely careful. So anyway, we're going to knock these plots out just as quickly as we can so we can get on our custom harvesting. I don't think we're going to get done with it today because all of it has to be hauled off to Tyson, and I've heard the lines are pretty terrible there right now. So I got a big day tomorrow. We are going to get the drill out in the field and start planting our cover crops. Got a guy from Borg Oak going to be down here to make sure it's running right, and I know all the ins and outs of its operation. So it's going to be a big video coming up tomorrow. Imagine what little bit left of custom harvesting we got to do. Going to let Kelly and Andy knock it out themselves tomorrow while I get started on cover crops. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of fun running the small head again, but there is one huge advantage that GTS has over this Case IH design. Look at all that trash getting fed into the combine, and that's because Case IH has got a knife stalk roll on there, and basically, you know, instead of just pulling the stalk down through there, a lot of times it tends to cut the tops out of the plant and feed them through the combine, which can definitely overload your cleaning system. Not gonna happen with this 6-row header, but with bigger ones I can see that being an issue, whereas the GTS has a intermeshing knife system that pulls the stalk through there. Still does a good job of breaking the stalk up to where it decomposes faster, but it tends to leave the tops attached to the plant and pull them on down through the header. So basically all you're running through the header is just pretty much ears and husks. Well guys, here we go. Our corn harvest is officially done. Yeah, I know we still got a few acres there on someone else, but ours is done. And it was a big one. My monitor showing almost 90,000 bushels off of 496 acres, right at 181 bushels per acre. Man, 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 what a corn crop. And I think yields for other stuff could potentially just go up from here. I know our full season beans is going to be fantastic. Our cotton, we're going to have some fantastic cotton. They're going to have some that this warm weather's really benefiting it. But I just don't know. It just depends if it can mature out and we get it defoliated and opened up before it's cold, bad weather hits. I just don't know. The potential's definitely there though, and our wheat beans gonna be real good.
Wow, what a good morning. It's only, well, it's like 1:30 now, but we just finished up with all of our corn crop. Kelly was saying our total bushels, let me downshift real quick. Our total bushels right now are sitting around 87,000 and some change. And that's more than double. That's almost triple the amount that we had last year, they had last year, that I hauled off this past December. So that's wonderful. That's wild how it just tripled like that. Which, I mean, we definitely had a fantastic year in all crops. We just got moved over to the custom harvest field and we're gonna knock it out today. Hopefully I don't have to sit in line longer than 2 hours. We can get done. Maybe go home at a decent time tonight.
Tip number 437 of being a grain cart / buggy driver. Just drive around the field until you find them. You may not be going the right way, but you might find them. Aha! There we go. It's gonna be a fun game to play with a 6-row head today. Tip number 572 of driving a grain cart / buggy. Always have a big lunchbox, because you're gonna need lots of snacks and drinks. Tip number 767 of driving a grain cart / buggy in the field at harvest. If you do not have the ability to read the combine driver's mind, then what you need to do is just slowly drive around the field and then just show up, and they will think that you have read their mind. It's very helpful. See? There we go. Probably thinks I read his mind. Tip number 232 of driving a grain cart / buggy during harvest. Always bring entertainment with you when your radio is broke. You can listen to music or a podcast or watch Top Chef like the combine driver does. You can get these on Amazon pretty cheap. I got this as a present. So tip number 4 of driving a grain cart / buggy during harvest. Always have wipes with you. Always. To use the bathroom or wipe your hands off if you're dirty and working on equipment. Sometimes you get out in the field and there's no bathroom. These come in very handy. Sam's Club, get a case of it. I think it's like $8. Tip number 373. Driving a grain cart / buggy during harvest. If the combine driver is having a bad day, or you can't read their mind, and they start harping at you, you can just do this. And oh, your radio's broken. So this is the reason why we borrowed the 6-rows, because we have to go across this sketchy, awesome ditch. And now I get to drive down it with 34,000 pounds. I am wearing my seatbelt, and I really have no choice but to go across and yeet it up there. So let's see if this works. Come on, girl. Oh, God bless America. Oh, this is not good. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, get up there, get up there. Come on, girl. Come on. Oh, great, I get to do that 2 more times. Yay! Yeah, that's rain. Huh. And there's more coming. That is nuts. Never fails. Did the best I could. Wow, this just, yeah, just popped up out of nowhere. I have nowhere to go. I'm underneath a tree. Oh, and it's the last day. Tip number 15. Driving a grain cart / buggy during harvest. When out of nowhere, a thunderstorm pops up, find your nearest tree and park underneath it when you have 49,000 pounds of corn in your buggy. And then watch for rainbows. Welcome to the last day of corn harvest, technically. I will be your tour guide on this lovely adventure of getting the last 8 to 10 acres out. Today it is just me and Andy, and we will be here to entertain you as much as humanly possible. Actually, we're probably just going to pay attention so we can get done. I am not as professional as Matt. I do not unload on the go. Especially not when this isn't your header. So I'm way more comfortable just doing it this way. I'm not as talented as Matt. I can't fly a drone and drive, but I can drive. The La Capitone has let the minions come to play. I actually enjoy shelling corn, so there's that. And I'm a very nice combine driver. I will not yell at my green card driver at all. I'll be very nice. In fact, I will wait for him to show up when the auger is out. We're almost done, and then we're gonna have to go spray today, so it's a good day. Now we can officially say corn harvest is over. And we have put 98,276 bushels through this combine. She did a good job. She did a good job. Okay, now we are officially done.
This is an exciting moment, that's for sure.
And there were no rows of shame. No rows of shame. Yeah, that's probably what Matt was gonna do, make me have the row of shames. I don't think so. No. So now we're on to defoliating cotton and spraying burn down, and then I think we're gonna be cutting some beans next week. So one thing down, 47 million to go.